Welcome back, everyone. Today we make creme brulees. Max is joining us as usual, as well as Oliver. Hello, Oliver.
I think he's eating the shoe today.
Today's meal, shoe a la carte.
A la Oliver. And then back to what we got. Tell me what you got in front of us. We got some eggs.
We got heavy cream, salt, eggs, some ramekins, a whisk, a strainer, sugar.
Now,
Come over here. Come over here.
Is this real easy?
This is real easy.
I mean, I've made this
It
before.
sounds fancy, right? You're like, creme brulee, I don't know that. What
Right.
is this noise you speak? Well, it's French, and it's a very easy dessert that's overlooked sometimes.
Why is it overlooked?
Because people just think it's really fancy because you get it at like a nicer restaurant a lot of the time.
But it's a snack food, kind of, how I think about it.
Totally, you can make them in all different sizes.
And it's easy and quick.
Yeah, think about it as like you're making pudding snack with burnt sugar on top that's so fucking good.
And how fast is this to make?
Hour, 2, 3 hours cooling time for the custard.
Okay.
So I would suggest if you're having a dinner party and you're going to be making it, that you make it the day before.
Great to know.
Good to know. Heavy cream.
He's got the cream.
We got the cream. We
I got the
pot.
camera.
Candy thermometer.
Oh, yeah?
Take your cream, dump it into the pot. You're heating it up to 165 degrees. No hotter. You cannot cream or temper the yolks with hotter than 165 degrees. It will cook into scrambled eggs. Very important. Don't do that. This is the hardest part that people have the problem with.
This is actually the problem I've seen the most happen with creme brulee when I worked at the restaurant. It's either you get this part right or you get mush.
Yep, exactly.
Yes, this is
Okay,
the
so we're going to
tricky
turn
part.
that on. Pay attention to it. Right over here so I can see it. And while that's heating up, we're going to take our 4 egg yolks separated from the egg whites. Remember that post we did on separating egg yolks? Max, you remember.
Oh, yeah.
It's a good one. If you don't know, watch it. It's fun. Teaches you a lesson. Now it's time to cream the eggs. So that means taking your 1/4 cup of sugar, dump it into your egg yolks. Make sure you're keeping an eye on this thermometer over here too. Alright? Some people have fancy thermometers. And they can alert your phone when it happens. Not us. We're old school here at Heavenly Eating. We like new stuff too. But mostly
Frank's
we're old
cheap.
school. I'm very cheap also. Okay. So we mix the egg yolks. See how it's becoming kind of like a paste?
Yeah, now how pasty do we get it?
You kind of want to stir it until like the sugar begins to dissolve.
Shake it up. Mix it up. Whisk it up. Whisk it up. Whisk it up.
Whisk it up.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Ooh.
Okay, look. Cream. Boom. Yolks. Done. What you're going to do, take a 1/4 cup of this cream and while whisking, pour it into the eggs.
That's kind of complicated for a guy like me to understand, but let's watch.
It's not as complicated. This isn't CSI. This isn't NCIS, alright? You're good. Yes, this is called tempering your eggs.
Now, you were explaining if it gets too hot.
It'll scramble your eggs.
That's right. Be very careful with this. That's the trick.
Feel it to make sure it's not too hot. And then you slowly now pour the eggs into the bowl of cream while stirring. Just again, tempering your eggs. Making the base for the custard. Now we're going to take our vanilla extract. We need to put 1 teaspoon of it. This is the time when you want to add it to your custard. Dump it in there. Give it a little turn-a-rooney.
Now, if I didn't have vanilla, I could use
Orange, cinnamon, nutmeg, whatever flavor you want your creme brulees to be. You could pretty much...
Sky's the limit.
Actually, sky's not the limit because also remember that heavy cream curdles with alcohol.
Ah.
So there's different techniques if you want to make like a rum-based creme brulee or something like that. You need to cook the alcohol out first.
Okay, that's a special...
Fun fact.
That's a fun fact to those...
Fun facts with Frank.
Well, also with the expert Frank. The expert cooks.
Fun facts with expert Frank.
Okay, there we go. Expert cooks. All right, next level.
Next level. We take it, we need to strain it just in case there are a little bit of cooked eggs in here or anything like that. We don't want them in our creme brulee. We want it to be nice and silky and smooth. So we dump it through. Cool thing. This is water. We heat the water so that it's even with the heat of the creme brulee mixture. This is because it helps set the custard better when you bake it. It's very important that this step is taken seriously. Some people will heat up water in a tea kettle and then put the ramekins in there, then float them. Another way to do it is you can just pour the water in here, heat it up on the stove, and then just take it, transfer it into the oven. The oven is at 300 degrees.
He's on that level, yeah.
Out to Wiz Khalifa, I'm on my level, yo. Out to Pittsburgh making the playoffs, what up? Up to the 49ers starting Blaine Gabbert. Whoa.
Whoa, football talk.
Football! Stay tuned with us for more snacks that we're going to make for football too soon. But first we're going to take this creme brulee mixture, we're going to dump it into these 4 ramekins. Sometimes people use 5, if we have an extra ramekin if we need to. So this is what we're going to do. So evenly pour.
Actually, I highly recommend this if you're going to have a football game. Invite me over and Frank, we will totally eat this. If this is what you're serving at your football game party.
If this is what you're serving at your football game party, you're on the next level.
That's why we're going to start off with this. This is
You're on the next level or you're actually watching Broadway. Or something along those lines.
But either way, invite us over because it's probably fabulous.
So now that we've poured our creme brulees, what you normally would do would cover your pan with tin foil. But here at Heavenly Eating, you know, we make do with what we got.
Frank ran out.
I ran out. So, good thing I have these candy wrapper tin foils that just so conveniently fit over those. So remember, as a chef, we're always thinking on our toes. Gotta stay ahead of the game.
MacGyver situation. Be entrepreneurial.
MacGyver would probably be a really good chef.
Yeah, awesome chef.
He would be like, alright, we got grouper, a scrubby, and, 2 rose petals. Alright, cool. So we're going to do poached rose grouper with side of scrubby hash. It's going to be delicious.
With that music. So you really want to cover these nice and tight.
Cover them up because you don't want the cream to burn on the top. You want it to cook evenly. We're going to take your covered creme brulees and you're going to put them in your water. Right in here. There it is. There's about 1 inch and 3/4 worth of water in there. And you want to make sure they're nice and covered so nothing bad happens. Taking it, we're going to put them on the middle rack, right in the middle of the oven. We're going to bake them for about, let's say about 40 minutes. Look at these trusty mitts. Thanks, Max's mom, again. Shout out Max's mom. Shout out Jeff Prozzi. Shout out some shout outs to shout out.
Frank's a little wired.
We're going to shout it out.
Shout it out!
Shout it out! Creme brulees! Look how perfect they become so fucking good! Check it out! See how they're jiggling like Jello, Max? That's how you can tell they're done.
So they should jiggle like 2 tushies.
2 tushies!
We left these overnight and let them set. Frank just sprinkled them with a little sugar. And now we're gonna fire them. That's right. This is the fun time.
So what you're going to do is you're going to start in one thing and you're going to move in little circles until you see the little browning of the sugar. That's how you're burning the sugar.
Oh, look how pretty that is.
And what you're looking for is almost a little tan. If it starts bubbling it up, move it away. You don't want the sugar to burn.
Don't some of the fancy restaurants have like labels that they put over this that they burn into it?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
I don't deal with that.
No, that's the fancy
This is a classic. Yeah, this is a classic creme brulee that you're looking for.
Look how beautiful that is.
Burnt sugar.
Wow.
Let that sit for a minute. We'll get this other one here. Yeah. Oh, bro. Look at that sugar broken right on top. We're going to get in there. Oh, look at that perfect custard 150 degrees Celsius. If I did say so myself. I put it into the gullet. Oh, Matt. I really like this one.
Well,
That's real
I'm
good,
sure I will. This is a favorite of mine. Especially when done right.